Hi, I'm Strike, a fellow Splatoon enjoyer with a little too much plot armor, and welcome to a very special broadcast, hosted by yours truly. April 16th marks a big milestone for SplatApp, as we're here to officially celebrate its second anniversary. Over the past year, the project has been continuously expanding alongside its community. What started as a simple passion project is, to this day, still evolving into a complete creative hub of its own, built by Splatoon fans, for Splatoon fans. And to celebrate this milestone properly, what better way than with a brand new major update? In this Direct, we're going to take a closer look at everything new dropping in version 1.0.0, briefly revisit all of the added features and updates since launch, and maybe, just maybe, even tease what's coming next for SplatApp. Let's cut to the chase and take a look at all the newest features incoming in version 1.0.0. This update introduces something very special that I'm sure will add an entirely new layer to the app. What started as experimental concepts made by devs between the development breaks has fully grown into fully playable minigames, directly integrated into the app. Let's take a closer look at each of the 4 minigames that will be released along with the update. First up is Ordermelon, a minigame heavily inspired by Suika Game, with a side order flare where you drop gelatins into a confined space. When 2 identical gelatins touch, they merge into a larger one. The more you merge, the bigger they become, but space is limited. A reckless placement quickly ends up in chaos, but if you can allow chain merges and higher scores, you can clear the board and make room for even more gelatins. It starts simple and relaxing, but the longer you survive, the more strategic and stressful it becomes. Next, Gelatin Egg, a fast-paced survival minigame inspired by the classic Snake formula. You control a gelatin moving across the board, and each pearls you collect will increase your length. The longer you survive, the harder it becomes to avoid colliding with yourself or the walls. There's no complicated mechanic here. It's all about pure reflexes and precision. How long can you survive before your own success becomes your biggest obstacle? Find the Cephalo, inspired by the Wanted minigame from Mario Bros. DS. At the start of each round, you'll be shown a specific Inkling or Octoling character, and once the game begins, your objective will be to spot and collect that corresponding character among the crowd before the time runs out. As difficulty increases and as you clear more and more stages, more characters will appear at once, the timer will go down faster, and the penalties will become less forgiving. In the hardest difficulty, everyone appears at once, pushing your focus and reaction time to the limit. And last but not least, Pearl Survivor. A survival arena experience where you control a character inside a confined space while enemies and their projectiles attack you from every angle. Your objective is simple: survive. As time passes, enemy density increases and a multitude of special events may trigger at any given time, such as boss attacks, speed surges, particle storms, and even zone collapsings. Each run is meant to feel different. Strategic positioning and quick reactions are essential if you want to survive the longest. Version 1.0.0 will also introduce the Randomizer, something that has particularly been in the works ever since early development. It's only normal that sometimes while playing Splatoon, you just can't decide on something. Sometimes you just want to say, fuck it, we ball, or other times you might want to try something out of your comfort zone, whether that would be choosing the stage or mode in private battles or your loadout in between battles. The Randomizer is here to do exactly that. With a single tap or click, you can generate unexpected combinations of gear, weapons, stages, and modes, so that you can challenge yourself with options that you may have never picked on your own. Simple, but it adds a fresh layer of spontaneity to your experience. Do note that this is only the first version of the feature, and hence why only Splatoon 3 is available at the current moment. The devs are already working on expanding support to Splatoon 1 and 2 as soon as possible. After a lot of back and forth through paperwork, corporate meetings, and tons of waiting, Grizzco is at last finally joining SplatApp. Not only will you be able to track shift locations just like the rotation feature, but the brand new Grizzco handbook will also provide useful and quick access reference information to help you stay prepared. Whether you're checking rotations before a session or studying strategies between matches, Grizzco is now fully integrated into your SplatApp routine. Now, before we move on to the next feature, Grizzco accepted the partnership with SplatApp on many conditions, one of them being a mid-roll ad in the middle of this direct. So... Grizzco Industries is now onboarding freelancers or groups of any skill level for our egg gathering part-time job. Part-timers will assist in the egg acquisition program, recovering biological assets from a hostile and invasive species within the outskirts of Acadia. Your compliance will support the creation of a more optimal, cleaner, and better future for tomorrow. Apply now by sending your application, now displayed on the bottom of the screen. By accessing services provided by Grizzco Industries, SplatApp, and/or applying for part-time shifts, you agree that Grizzco Industries shall not be liable for unauthorized access or misuse of personal information or documents, use of said personal data for AI training purposes without explicit consent, personal injury, disability, or permanent death incurred during shifts, financial obligations arising from loss or damage to company equipment or weapons, and much more. Whew, that was a mouthful. Let's get back to our usual programming now. I don't know if you've already heard the news, but 2 of our devs have opened up their own shop lately. Say hello to BD and July, the coders and programmers of the project, and also the only ones working here. In the shop, you'll be able to buy anything from memcake and splash tag parts to even rare and non-seasonal UI themes available for a limited time only. To buy items, you're going to be using shellings. Shellings are a completely free currency obtainable by simply using SplatApp's features like playing long enough in the arcade or joining the weekly Cephalo showcase or the art contests hosted in our Discord server. Yeah, this is a shameless plug for our Discord, by the way. More ways to obtain shellings will be added in the near future, so be sure to stick around for more info. The Plaza has gone through a redesign and now has a fresh new look. Welcome to Cephalo Terminal, an airport-themed plaza. This place from now on will be our main lobby for the Plaza feature, and this is only the beginning. Different plaza designs and seasonal themes will continue to arrive throughout the year, bringing fresh atmospheres and limited time designs to match special events. The dockets are a new system that allows you to redeem special codes to unlock shiny in-app exclusive rewards. And to celebrate the 2nd year anniversary of SplatApp, a birthday memcake is now available through the code showing on the screen. This little reward is our way of thanking you for being part of this adventure, and for keeping your attention span long enough to get to this point of the direct. Phew, that is a lot of new features so far. My personal favorite is the new minigames added. While painfully waiting for your next match to start, you can play a quick minigame to keep your mind fresh. I just think that's really cool. Just make sure you're paying attention to the game though, otherwise you might begin the next match AFK. And you know what the best part is? There's even more to show! But I think I should let Splatjoid and Ezio take this one. Handing it off to you two.
Heyo y'all, I'm Ezio, the guy that you've seen around probably doing anything and everything.
Hi, I'm Droid, a competitive Splatoon 3 player who insists Range Blaster has no weaknesses, not Stars Dynamo. Me and Ezio will be recapping every feature released from SplatApp's launch in May 2025.
Strike already showed you a glimpse of it a few minutes ago, but let's introduce you to the feature properly. Welcome to the Inkopolis Plaza, or at least a digital replica of it. The devs wanted to add a more social-focused feature to the project ever since the early days. Here in the Plaza, you can interact with the community and share what's on your mind. May that be through plain text or even a drawing.
Speaking about drawings, that's also a separate standout feature in SplatApp you can use anytime, even outside of the Plaza. While it's been mostly kept on the simplistic side, the feature is also built in with some more advanced tools such as brush pressure, stabilization, autocorrect, or the ability to select drawn pieces and move, rotate, scale, or stretch them however you like. So go nuts and draw whatever you want, and if you want, share it in the Plaza. As long as it's appropriate, of course. Going back to the Plaza for a moment, SplatApp has their own little version of Splatfests, the Polls. Every week on Sunday, a new topic will be announced, and anyone who has logged into SplatApp can use shells to back their favorite pick.
But remember, when a choice wins, it will legally become the better pick all around in Cadia, just like vests. Lastly, the Cephalo Showcase, which was already shown off for the previous SplatApp Direct, has been moved to the Plaza instead of having it in the Cephalo Crew menu, since it's been created as a social feature just like the Plaza and the polls as a whole. We can't talk about SplatApp without mentioning the fan favorite profile features. Not only the number of custom memcakes, splash tags, and kits you can keep at once up to 50, but now you can also link a particular splash tag of a memcake to your choice. If you send this memcake to the Cephalo Showcase, it will also display the splash tag you linked. You can see it as your little character had its own splash tag.
And of course, there's been a lot of new additions over time, such as new main sub-weapons available to pick in the kit maker, some of which are completely original or inspired by various fan works, or the ability to give your memcakes a little companion. Whether it be Judd, a small fry, a jellyfish, literally any cephalopod, that phone we hate, or whatever this is. Speaking of the music side of things, you may want to look down at Fresh Depths, a SplatApp audio experience composed by one of our amazing project musicians, Caleb, aka Hi Caleb I. You can look forward to over 10 original soundtracks heavily inspired by Octo expansion with a touch of A Hat in Time, Celeste, and Dying Light. More information will be coming your way soon. And now we would like to take the chance and briefly feature some of the staff's personal favorite fan-made tracks. Sit back and enjoy the snippets.
Wait, why is this one particularly scary? And where is all this fog coming from?
Actually, this creepy ambience is perfect for transitioning to our next point, don't you think? SplatApp has always been designed as a dynamic app that changes appearance as the seasons change and as different festivities, like Halloween, come and go. During the month of October, not only will the entire app have a spooky makeover from the UI to the Plaza, but as of October 2025, there has also been new permanent additions to the app, such as new profile assets, like custom Halloween-themed weapons for the kit maker, or very specific references to other franchises in Cephalo Crew, a full-blown SplatApp Halloween album available on Splatoons, and much more. While Halloween is the only holiday ready to go at the moment of this direct getting uploaded, the team is working very hard to also bring themes and additions centered around other festivities, like Christmas, Easter, Summerween, and Summer Nights in the near future.
We're almost at the end of the direct, but just wait. How about we finish with a sneak peek to some features that are currently in development that will be released sometime soon after version 1. First thing is Ziny, a feature where you'll be able to freely browse, read, and download available designs, while also downloading their respective digital goodies, like stickers, emotes for your Discord server, wallpapers, and many more. Basically, you can see it as Webtoon meets Splatoon fan signs. But that's not all. You'll also be able to host your own Zine, and even be able to find possible contributors and obtain submissions directly through Ziny.
Another feature coming to your devices is your very own S-Planner, a built-in calendar and daily planner that allows you to add your tasks as both a checklist and a timetable with deadlines, change text colors based on your own custom color coding system, or even add Splatoon-themed stickers to dates and assign a memcake of the month for each month of the year. Both of the features we just showed you will be added sometime in the near future, so make sure to keep up with their updates through SplatApp's Discord and socials.
Phew, this was a lot, wasn't it? Let's wrap this up. And to do that, we of course need our boy Strike back up here.
We meet again, dear viewers and presenters. Before we end this direct, we would like to take a brief moment to thank every single one of you for your endless love, support, and patience that you showed towards SplatApp and its developers.
To anybody who has contributed to the project in any way, whether that be sharing your feedback and ideas, or even being a part of the dev team, your contributions mean so much beyond our words.
A very special thanks also goes to our incredible former marketing director, direct presenter, and Egyptian icon, Kai, who has left the Splatoon community to focus on his career goals. You sincerely carried the early days of the project, and we all hope you're doing great out there.
From your friendly neighborhood presenters, Strike, Ezio, and Droid, thank you for your attention. And for now,
Catch you later.